have to go along with it?
We hope that people will understand that we're very democratic. Again, this whole action is going back to a full membership vote, and in our view, the democracy means that you live with the democratic decision, the majority decision. I'm living with a Harper government. I'm living with Christy Clark as premier. It's not my choice, but I live with it.
Other unions have voting policies where if, you know, teachers or union members who do not participate in the vote get counted as a nay vote. You guys only go along with...
I've never heard of that.
Apparently,
I've never heard of that. Is that what happens in political elections
not,
too?
but
People who
apparently-
don't vote get counted one way or the other?
Apparently there are a number
I've
of
never heard
major
of it.
unions in BC.
Never heard of it. Give me the union and talk to them.
We had a call from somebody who apparently was a BCG
Can you
member.
imagine that? You don't vote, you have an abstention, and you count it one way or another. That would be pretty anti-democratic, wouldn't it?
Ms. Susan, when do you expect to have the results from the vote?
I think the 20th. I think it's 19th. And
So
then-
the voting continues on the 19th
Yes,
as well?
yeah.
And the 20th. And then what would be the next step after that? Do you start talking about the possibility of another vote on a province-wide strike? Or?
No. That is just something that would be, you know, it doesn't even need to be on the ballot because, of course, the executive can always call that. But it's there, and it would be there, in my view, as something further down the road, way further down the road.
Okay, so the next
It's not
step
a
then
possible
after
vote.
you get the results of the vote, what's the next step?
Implementing the plan.
Except for that one element?
Well, that's just a vote to take a vote, so that's not part of the plan.
No.
So implementing the remaining parts. Hi, how are you?
Good.
I think I have to
Diane
kind
is.
of,
So you're starting today, it's, I understand it's to do with report cards?
yes, this is the LRB hearing on report.
Right, and what is your position on that?
Well, we believe that we were, by law, by Bill 22, told to come down off our legal strike, which started in September and ended on March 17th, and resume our full duties, which we did. We resumed all the duties of teaching, including any report cards that were scheduled post-March 17th. But that doesn't mean you can add duties to those full duties by coming back prior to March 16th and pulling them forward. In fact, it's not necessary. All the argument that we have heard from BCPC is argument that is so vacant of an understanding of what happens in the schools that it's quite distressing to us. For example, there is an argument that says that we need the report card marks because we can't otherwise put interventions in place for students who are struggling. That couldn't be further from the truth. You start to identify struggling students in September, on September 6th, the first day of school, and you put those interventions in place as soon as you can. And as much as the resources allow, because, you know, as you know, the resources are so lacking nowadays. But you certainly do not wait until the first report card at the end of November to put interventions in place, and you certainly don't wait until April. That would be a dereliction of duty in terms of teaching. So the arguments that are being presented today from the employer's side are without merit and would increase the workload of teachers. And as you know, the workload of teachers is already pretty onerous, and we have resumed our full duties.
What about report cards for grade 12 students?
We've committed
Grade
the
11
entire length of this dispute from September the 6th. From July, I have said over and over again that graduating students will get the marks that they require for scholarships, for entrance to university, and so on. All of those marks are being given out right now.
And I understand vaguely that there's some kind of a Supreme Court issue involved in it. Is there?
In this one?
Yeah, there's nothing here. I've just told before I left.
That's good to know.
No, so there is nothing, eh?
I don't
There's nothing
think so.
involving any
No.
Supreme Court issue?
No,
Okay.
no.
All right,
No.
so how long is this expected to go on?
You know, I'm an elementary teacher librarian. Each and every one of these things is new to me. I attended the hearing in July on designing and identifying the phase 1 job action. That took us, I think, 2 days. I don't know how long this will take. I really don't. There are a lot of arguments to be made.
And when are the report cards going to start for?
Well, it depends on the school and it depends on the district. So if you're in a semester school, for example, Every district puts out a school, and every school puts out a school calendar of the report cards. And if you're in a semestered school, there could be report cards that are scheduled post March 17th, and then one at the end of the year as well. Most elementaries, but not all, have had 2 formal report cards already, one in early March and one in end of November.
But the report card that they're wanting, is it
They
one
wanna go
report
back to
card
September.
from the beginning of the year?
I don't know.
Everything? Or
Yeah, I don't know.
when are you supposed to issue that report?
I don't know, depends. There's various dates in various districts. Some say by April the 27th. I've heard today that there's districts going into May now. So there's various kinds of instructions that are going out to teachers and.
Okay.
Okay.